My name is Anthony Badaloo.
I just spell your first name.
Badaloo.
And it was Anthony, wasn't it?
Yep.
And your date of birth, please, sir.
180 Churchill Road, EN4 8PP. Yeah, sure, sir. Sure. No, what was that? There was.
It looks like no further action has been taken against you.
Okay, what do you mean it looks like?
The crime's been closed, but there's no further action taken against you.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but was there bail conditions on this incident?
If there's any bail conditions would have been closed off now. There'll be no bail conditions. If this instance being closed, you will not have any bail conditions. You will not choose to have the bail.
Right. I was not charged, at all. What was it on the record that I was charged?
No, like I said, there's been no further action taken.
What was the reason for arrest that you have on the file there, please?
You were arrested for burglary.
Burglary.
Yeah.
And can I ask who made the report for this burglary?
No, you can't.
I can't. Okay. Is there any reason for that?
It's a data protection act. I can't tell you.
Is what? Sorry?
Data protection act. I can't tell you who made the report.
Data protection. Can I ask your name, boss, please?
Yeah, my name is Ben Conley, Conley. My column number is 3785.
Ben
Conley, Conley.
3785 Conley. Can I ask your warrant number, please, sir?
3785.
Is that your shoulder number? What is your warrant number?
Yes.
Is that your warrant number as well?
Yeah, they're both the same thing.
It's the same thing. Okay.
Yes.
So can you tell me who is what's the crime number for the incident, please?
The crime reference number 22.
Yeah.
000.
Yeah.
850.
Yeah.
479.
479.
Yes.
Okay. So who was the investigating officer?
Investigating officer is a Constable Cunningham.
Uh-huh.
Call number is 5720.
5720. Yeah, and okay. So we have some problem with people at the property trying to grow weed and all different kind of problems, throwing out, my tenants and their kids. And I mean, am I safe to go back to my property and do my business without interference?
I don't know anything about this situation.
Okay.
You better not contact the officer in charge of the investigation.
I have contacted him and tried a few times. I can't get any answer from him. Email, phone call, all these kind of things.
Okay. All I can say is keep trying to contact him. You need to go through 101 and get a contact number for him.
Because
provide that for you.
Okay, the people who have put metal doors on my property and thrown out the tenants and stuff.
I'm not in a position to give you any advice about this.
I don't want advice. I'm not asking you for advice. I'm just telling you the case can't be closed until you arrest these people who caused me to get a false arrest. I understand, but obviously. Okay. What's the complaint procedure in this matter, boss?
You mean complaints against police?
Well, I don't know, because the case, you're telling me the case is closed, and the case is not closed because the people who are doing the crime are not being arrested and have been arrested. So it's a very abusive situation.
But if you want to make a complaint against police,
okay, what's the procedure here?
You can ring 101 and speak to one of our call handlers who will take you lodge a complaint against police.
Yeah.
Or you can go online, type out what your complaint is online.
And I want the case reopened, boss, because I have names of suspects.
Okay.
I have one guy who impersonated a bailiff, yeah?
Okay.
And I managed to, sorry?
You need to contact the officer in charge and let them know what that further evidence is. Okay.
How do I get this case reopened officially?
By contacting the officer in charge of the investigation and passing in the further evidence that you may have.
Right.
Okay.
And I just want, how can I get some assurance that the police is not going to harass me when I'm doing my normal business? Because I've had police come there and on another property on the same compound, and they were threatening and carrying on, and on one occasion they've assaulted my tenant.
Okay.
I mean,
if you're not worried about your lawful business, you don't have anything to worry about with the police. Okay?
I don't have to worry about the police.
No, if you're going about your local business, day-to-day business, you don't have to worry about the police, do you? Okay?
Well, they assaulted my tenant very bad, more than once. The police. Last time I went there, boss.
I'm not going to get into this with you. Okay?
What do you mean you're not going to get into it? You don't want to hear what I have to say?
No, I have enough time to hear what you have to say about this particular.
Can I ask you can I ask you one question before you cut me off, Mr. Ben? Is it Conley?
That's the one.
6 people came there in police uniform, yeah?
Like I said, I know nothing about this particular.
No, but let me finish what I'm saying, because I just want your opinion on something. They came in.
I won't be giving you my opinion on this particular matter.
You're being very abusive. You're being very abusive to me, Mr. Conley. You're not being very nice, are you?
I'm going to terminate this call now. Thank you very much for your opinion.
This is gaslighting. Child abusers, man. That's what it is. But he says I don't have to worry about the police. So I was trying to tell him that people turn up there with a police car. There's no MOT on one, and there is MOT on one. What's the situation there? But he's obviously, I don't know what notes he has on the computer. So here we go. Mr. Conley, it's Anthony Badaloo here again.
Hello. Have you got a number that you can bring in for this line?
Pardon me? Yeah.
Are you going through the 101 system, or are you ringing this number direct?
We've been given this number as the crime demand unit. Is that what it is?
Yeah, no, this number is not to be used by anyone other than the call handlers. Okay. If you've got an inquiry that you need to make, you need to ring 101.
Where is the so you're Ben? Okay, we spoke earlier, Mr. Conley.
Yes.
But so listen, this is it.
No, I'm not here to listen. You're here to listen.
No, you're here to listen. You're a public servant, yeah?
101, and then
No. I'm bringing the crime demand unit.
This number is for calls coming through to me. It needs to be recorded by our call handlers. Okay. This number is not for you. Okay. 101, and any inquiry that you have can be managed by the call handler.
Okay. What's the crime demand unit number, Mr. Conley?
One.
There isn't a crime demand unit.
There is a crime demand unit. Transfer out of the crime demand unit. There's no number for the crime demand unit.
Okay.
101, any inquiry for the police can be dealt with by the call handlers.
So how come you're telling me there is no number for the crime demand unit? How do we verify a crime?
Because you go through the call handlers. Like I said, you need to ring 101. I can't stay on the phone any longer. You need to ring the call handlers.
You sound like a criminal to me, Mr. Conley.
speak to the court afterwards. Okay?
He's a
No,
criminal.
I want to talk to the crime demand unit, please. Did you hear that,
He's a
George?
criminal, Anthony.
Eh?
Listen, what's he done? He cut it.
He cut it, yeah. And he said, "Oh,
Yeah,
you keep calling this number." So he know he was the one cutting it off. So you're calling the crime demand unit, and they say, and he goes, "There is no number that the public can call the crime demand unit."
Right. This has to go up to MS Sparrow, yeah? That's the point, Steve, we're gonna get. They don't really mind us doing that because now you go, all you've got to do is send something. I've got her email address somewhere. MS Sparrow. She's the crime commissioner. You were arrested, and you demand, don't ask her, you demand the chief constable, whatever her name is, for the crime, reply back to you.
We wrote to Serena Kennedy. Serena Kennedy is not answering nothing.
No, forget that. Forget that. She's not going to answer because they're part of it.
Yeah.
They're not going to. You send it to the crime, copy them in.
But
because
you know,
he's
even
definitely not going to give you the fact that
even if what he was saying is true, his manner and his aggression, considering there are babies involved being tortured here, yeah, and chucked out on the street.
These guys. Yeah, but you got to look at it. Look at the bigger picture. Are these guys going to bother? No. What's actually happened here? You've opened up something, and he don't want to have it, and it involved bigger people. So because he's telling you there's no crime demand, I've got the direct number for there. That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the direct number for the others, but they won't clarify what department they're in when you ring. So I then forced them. Said, listen. Well, obviously, that's the whole point.
Because
so
people call the crime demand unit or the crime management service all the time. They just tell you whatever you want to know. That's what their job is there for. So why do you think he's bullying us to call? Why do you think he's shooing us to call 101, George?
Because that's where you handle it. They can control it there. We the crime demand unit or the crime management, wherever they call them, they record crimes in the area. That's what they do. So if you want to know something about it and you ring back like you've done, it's opened up yours, but they're not going to tell you that. But if you decide to just leave it for the next 3 months, it doesn't. That's why he's getting a bit ratty. And you've told him things when you said to me earlier on, straight away, I don't want to go into that. He already knows.
Yeah.
That's now opened up your crime there in Liverpool. So for you to go back now and put them on the spot, they will be jumping all over the place. That's why he's getting shirty. And
telling me the public is not allowed to call the crime demand. First, he said there is no crime demand unit. Did you hear?
I heard him say that, but I don't.
And then later he says the public is not allowed to call them. And then he says you got to go through 101. So he said 3 different things. I mean, we've been trying for maybe 8 months to get this bloody crime demand unit.
No, you could always get through. There's different ways of getting you through, but I don't give them the information. I just want to ask the question.
Yeah.
Then go back. Now, I phoned the crime demand unit today.
Yeah.
And I gave you the details there of that guy. But I was only interested in questions.
Yeah.
I didn't give him a specific. I just said, Mr. Fisher, I'm Mr. Maynard, and I need to know some information regarding a client who I represent. Blah, blah, blah. He said, no. I said, who is the head of the crime demand? Oh, there's no head. I said, no. You've got a crime demand unit. Yeah, it's called that. Yes. Where are the base? I'm not interested in question. I'm only interested in question. He said, yes. I said, isn't it so-and-so station? No, he said, no, it's Bootle. This and this street. I said, that is the head of the crime. Who is now the head? Who heads it up? Lindsay, whatever her name, Evans. Yeah. That's all I need from them. Because once you rope these people in, they can no longer hide. Like today, I'm told the head of the Metropolitan Police Legal, he's now disappeared because I'm now citing to forget these sending letters. They're not going to take any notice. They will not take any notice because the mere fact you're on him, he's now jumpy because he can see the call you made before. He can see a call I made, Mr. Maynard, and it's all the same crime demand. He's seeing it.
So you know he says you're the one who kept calling earlier. Does that mean he saw the call and he was cutting it off?
Well, but obviously, they can see it. They can see it. They know.
Oh my God.
So Yeah, but I don't know why that's what they do all the time. I'm not bothered what he says. I'm only interested in the information because I know from past experience and what I've done, it opens up that Liverpool thing. But if you're going to go back and send a little letter, they don't mind because they will give it to somebody who's in here, there. Before you know it, 6 months go by and you haven't. I mean, they're not going to reply anyway, but the mere fact you can now go back to your property in Liverpool without having them bothering you because you've now got them. But if you're sending it to this, send it to that bailiff, waste of time. Waste of time.
Well, he did confirm clearly, you know, nobody's going to bother you at your property in Liverpool. You can go and do what you...
No, that's what he's saying. That's
what he's saying. And that's what Hillsborough said, yeah?
Yeah, don't take that. What you do, because he's seen the other incident that happened.
Yeah.
When he's seen it. That's why I don't want to go into it and said nobody's going to bother you because they have to minimize it with the people who have like the management company. It's enforcement.
But apart from that,
once you move that. But again, as I said, my only point is if you want to do the email directly to her when you get a chance to her and demand that they reply back because you were arrested.
Yeah.
And
but
secondly,
not only arrested, the tenant was assaulted several times. They must have sent maybe altogether to that property. At least 30 police officers have come out at different times. You know, 3, 4 at a batch, 6. You know, again, cars with no MOT.
Again, you don't want to. It'll open it up anyway. I don't think it's necessary. I think what's necessary is for you to open it up. What you're going to add on to that's up to you. If you don't open it up, they'll be batting you back and forward. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Now.
Yeah, so we're going to write to this Lindsay Evans, yeah?
Well, yeah, you copy her in. When you copy the Sarah Kennedy and you copy in Spur, you're asking question, and either them they're gonna come back.
Yeah.